This week's episode is sponsored by the following.
Salutations, wrestling fans. Welcome to another edition of Superstars of the Ring. I'm your CCW pitchman, Donnie Harris Jr., and the theme for this episode is Bashes from the Past. With this being the eve for Wrestlebash 30, we thought we would open the archives and go back in time and see some of the highlights and big matches from the past 29 Wrestlebashes. So sit back and relax as we take a little stroll down memory lane.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the CCW Tag Team Championship.
The Tag Team
Introducing
Championship,
first, the
we go.
challengers. First of all,
Title on the line.
His way to the ring.
This will either be one of the best tag team title defenses the Diamond Exchange has ever had, or the unorthodox team of Chris Turner and Toxic are going to pull off the rookie upset tag match of the year.
Yes. A lot of questions in this match. A lot of questions.
A lot of questions. If I'm Chris Turner, my head's on a swivel.
Oh, I know. This is an interesting tag team right now with Toxic joining Chris Turner. It's been talked about all for the last several weeks.
I don't
Fans
know.
don't really know what to believe. They don't know what to think.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to look at Toxic. And
Yeah, he's excited.
I want to say Toxic is, his issue with the Diamond Exchange is big enough that can put past differences aside with Rock and Roll Chris Turner. However,
If they win, they're the tag team champions, so then they're going to be forced to
they're
have
gonna
to become
they're gonna have to first be
team.
coexisting.
yeah.
And Chris Turner Chris Turner's been tag team champion with many people in the Continental Championship Wrestling over the years. And Toxic may be one of the most unorthodox.
Yes.
And he's no stranger to having to have a unique tag team partner in a big match situation.
It's a lot different. This is a different match. Rock and roll. One of the legends of the sport, Chris Turner. And this is a very anticipated match, Craig, as we said before.
He's the longtime favorite here in Continental Championship Wrestling. He's the icon, the legendary rock and roll Chris Turner. And I'll be honest, I've been in and out of Continental Championship Wrestling for almost 20 years. I've seen a lot of matches, not only here in Fernandina Beach, but all over the United States. And this may be the best I've seen Chris Turner look in his career.
And their opponents about to make their way to the ring.
Toxic and Turner not really saying a whole lot pre-match.
No,
just kind of.
I have to wonder if there's any type of strategy or battle plan.
That's what I was thinking. That's what the fans are thinking as well, because
Chris Turner for almost a year now has had his issues with the Diamond Exchange. The Diamond Exchange, though, up ante with their new manager, our former
partner, Brian Blitz.
CCW Tag Team Champions.
Here they come.
Daniel Anderson and Shooter McGee,
No love lost between these guys, I'll tell you.
Yeah, the crowd really telling them what they think of him. Shooter McGee, you know, in the Diamond Exchange, you can't really take away from them other than their tactics. These two are two of the best professional wrestlers. They're not entertainers, they're professional wrestlers. And you will see it on display in an exhibit in every single match.
They're tough.
But add on Brian Blitz.
Oh, he looks a lot different, doesn't he?
What do you say?
Yeah.
I mean, and part of me is I'm very happy for our former partner. You know, Brian Blitz has moved up in this company leaps and bounds. And if you're going to look, you know, if you had to go out and find a manager, Diamond Dave scouted. You know, it wasn't that there was a quick little idea who we're going to bring in. They scouted Brian Blitz, and they made him an offer there was no way financially he was going to refuse.
No. And he turned on his friend, rock and roll Chris Turner, several months ago.
Money.
While he was refereeing the match.
Money will make you do some very awful things.
Yes. There's Toxic right in front of us. Looks like Turner's going to go in first.
Looks like Chris Turner's going to take the lead here.
Yep.
And this match is on. There's the bell. This match is for the CCW Tag Team Championships, and Daniel Anderson is going to start it out with rock and roll Chris Turner.
Anderson pushing Turner up against the turnbuckles and showing that power. Referee's got to break this because
Anderson putting all that weight in on it.
Yeah.
And that might be the downfall for Chris Turner. Chris Turner, wow. A hip toss. Oh, the second one by Chris Turner, lightning quick.
Anderson's out of the ring.
Yeah, he was, because he was about to eat a right hand.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. Shooter took it.
Oh, and Shooter gets twice. Clothesline 2 times, and he's out of the ring now, too.
And you know what? He deserves it.
Yeah, he does. It looks like they're going to re-strategize a little bit.
And Toxic into the ring, and you saw that look between Chris Turner and Toxic.
Yeah.
Chris Turner's asking for the mic.
Turner's got something to say.
Hey, we damn sure can't win these titles with you out there. Get in the ring.
Chris Turner egging him on. This crowd right behind him. Again, you're not gonna convince Brian Blitz to let his tag team get caught unaware. They're not gonna change your game plan and not gonna fall for Chris Turner.
They just had a little conference out there, had a quick discussion.
And there's that vicious side of Daniel Anderson.
Yeah.
And frankly, I love watching the Diamond Exchange work. I love watching them in the ring. It is almost poetry in motion how well these two work together.
Oof.
And again, my comments have been that the tactics of the Diamond Exchange are questionable at any given time.
Oh, Shooter McGee with a vicious clothesline into the turnbuckle.
Man, Shooter McGee, that is a guy that really still coming into his own here in Continental Championship Wrestling, former Southern States champion.
Yeah, and he's been punishing people.
He is.
Last month when him and Turner had the singles match, he lost by disqualification, but completely after the match, they put a number on Rock and Roll Chris Turner. That's when Toxic got involved.
And it wasn't that long ago that the Diamond Exchange came calling on Shooter McGee and turned on Rock and Roll Chris Turner.
Yes.
And again, money will make you do some awful things in CCW.
Vicious elbow drop. Turner's out right now. He's hurt. And McGee with another elbow.
And it's tag team wrestling.
Yes.
And it's not something you see very often anymore. But these two, Daniel Anderson and Shooter McGee, in and out. Quick fluid tags. Have the ring cut off.
Oh.
And Chris Turner's got to be looking up in that corner and wondering if I even make it over to Toxic.
Is it going to help?
Is Toxic going to help?
Yeah. Shooter McGee keeping the pressure on Turner. Reversal. Ooh.
Nice.
Vicious clothesline.
It was a vicious clothesline. These guys aren't pulling any punches with each other tonight. Especially, this is going to be packed. I sense a double stomp to the gut. And he did tag.
There comes Toxic.
Toxic tagged in. But look, no fluid tag motion. Chris didn't hold Shooter for him.
No.
Toxic went right to work. And Toxic with that unorthodox. Oh! Let me pause there. There's nothing unorthodox about that chop. Nothing.
Oh, he's got.
Did he just pull Shooter up by the ears?
He did, and then he chopped him down. Shooter's got to get. He's got to get to the to Anderson, get him in the ring.
Toxic already has some anger issues that have never been resolved.
No, absolutely not.
Look at it, he's almost like he's dragging him over to Anderson, telling Anderson to tag in.
Kick to the stomach area. Shooter's in trouble here.
Shooter needs to maybe regroup, figure out where he's at. Toxic with some authority, whipping him across the ropes. Oh!
Shooter gets out of the way. Ooh! Kick to the chest. And now he's going to bring him over to his corner.
And work him over again. He's got a 5 count. Here's the tag. And here we go, in and out. Yeah.
Anderson's. And now they got the foot to the face.
It's all
Referee
three of
doesn't
them.
see it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey.
Referee's got to do something here. Referee's got to.
Wait a minute. Brian Blitz at the moment, that finger, he's thinking over there, but he got a piece of Toxic.
He did.
Wow. This referee has already lost control. This Daniel Anderson hanging him up in that second rope.
Oh! Toxic's hurt bad.
Anderson not only planted him right on his head, but planted him right on that mohawk. And then came over to taunt Chris Turner, a little clap.
Throws him out of the ring, and now Brian Blitz is over there. What is he doing? He's got that cane. Oh. They're doing a number on Toxic outside the ring.
They really are. Toxic is in a bad way. Daniel Anderson just directing traffic in there, threw him out of the ring, and then sent over both of his...
And now Brian Blitz is taunting Rock and Roll Chris Turner.
Brian Blitz better be really well aware where he's at. Brian Blitz.
Toxic is out.
Very liberal with what's going on. And again, Chris Turner just saw what happened to Toxic outside of that ring and did not go over there to even give him an assist. Referee trying to regulate the referee's count.
Oh! Boot to the face. What a connect.
Wow, that was almost out of desperation, but what a flying kick from the outside. And instead of going for the tag, he follows up on Anderson.
Now Toxic's getting some momentum.
Toxic ain't above breaking a few rules.
No, absolutely not. Ooh, elbow drop to the ribs. Anderson's hurting. Now they got to capitalize. Turner and Toxic have to.
Wow, that's amazing that Shooter McGee is yelling at somebody to watch the eyes.
Yeah.
Anderson with a big belly to belly. Man, did he get him up in the air? And again, Chris Turner's watching the match, but he ain't doing a whole lot to get into it.
Nah.
Of course, Chris Turner having his frustrations with this referee.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth with the referee trying to keep Turner in his corner.
Toxic. I don't know if this is Toxic just not wanting to go out of his way to make a tag, or if he's just been rocked.
Oh,
wow, Shooter
right to
McGee.
the kidney area. Oof.
That sliding knee right into the kidney. You're right.
Ouch.
Just when you think
Toxic.
just when you think you haven't seen Shooter McGee do something that vicious, he'll up that ante
Oh, he
a
will.
little bit.
Oh, and Toxic's out right here in front of us.
Right to the outside, landing with a splat. Oh, and Shooter with a cheap shot to Turner.
Sucker punch Turner. Now Turner's chasing him around the ring.
The chase is on.
Oh,
and Daniel Anderson was waiting for him over on the other side. Toxic.
Right on the post.
Shooter McGee has Toxic out here. And Brian Blitz may have just orchestrated.
Turner right into the, right here in front of us. Toxic kicks out.
Toxic kicks out, but you're right.
Turner's out right in front of us.
He is on rubber legs. And Brian Blitz has the audacity.
Taunting Turner.
Taunting Chris Turner. While inside the ring, Toxic gets that closeout. Shooter McGee quickly back up to his feet, though.
Turner hit his head over here on the guardrail, and he's hurt. He's holding his head. I don't think he knows where he's at. And then Toxic's starting to regain some form in the ring, but currently if Toxic needs to make a tag, Turner's out.
Toxic with a belly-to-back suplex, and Toxic goes for the tag. Chris Turner's on the ground.
Turner's out. He is out. I don't think Turner's coming back from this.
I don't know if Toxic really knows what's going on. He thinks his partner's gone. While behind him, Daniel Anderson is tagged in.
Anderson hit him in the back. He gets out. He wasn't the legal man also. And it looks like Shooter McGee's got him. He's just choking him. And Brian Blitz is still out here taunting Chris Turner with the cane.
Brian Blitz.
Blitz
behind the referee's back again with that cane.
To the back of Chris Turner. Turner's still up.
Daniel Anderson.
Right against the post over here on the.
Wow. And this is turning into a mugging on both sides. Toxic trying to fight through it. Toxic with a second wind, but Chris Turner's on the outside of the ring down. Brian Blitz just keeps wearing him out with that cane.
Really, it's 3-on-2, and right now.
Belly to back suplex by Toxic. Daniel Anderson's looking. Toxic squaring him up, like telling him, bring it on. We're going to get another one.
There's another one. Boom. Great job by Toxic.
If you're anywhere else, you just took on the Suplex City, and Toxic again into the corner trying to get a tag, and Chris Turner is still outside on the ground.
It's almost a handicap match, Craig. It's unfortunate.
Look, Toxic is pleading for Chris Turner to get over here to make a tag.
Turner's out. I mean,
What's going to happen if he does make that tag? Chris Turner's down.
Yes. A low blow. Referee didn't see it.
Low blow by Anderson.
That is not legal.
Anderson family right there.
That was not a legal move, and the referee is not doing anything.
He's arguing with it.
Yeah.
But even if he gets disqualified, and Chris Turner's back on his feet.
He's trying to get to his corner, but
Turner's out on his feet too. Look, holding the back of his head. He's going to try to make it to the steps. Again, even if he tags in Chris Turner, what has he got in the tank?
Yes.
Turner's not there. Daniel
not.
Anderson, another quick tag. Shooter McGee to the top rope.
Oof.
Man,
Right
that
to the back.
leverage. Oh, and he bent. Look at the way he bent over. Just ankles to back.
Toxic kicks out, but.
And again, the Diamond Exchange does what the Diamond Exchange does. They come in with a plan, they execute the plan. The plan has worked. They have separated these two, which was already a very tedious situation to start with. Chris Turner has been bludgeoned on the outside.
And Toxic's been in the ring.
Shooter McGee
with a forearm.
Shooter McGee just took another cheap shot. Chris Turner tumbled off that apron right off the steps.
Toxic's been in the ring a very long time also.
Turner's out on the floor.
He is. No, he's done. Like I said, I don't think he's coming back from that. He was hitting head several times. His head hit the guardrail over here as well.
Toxic. Toxic with taking some aggression. Even Daniel Anderson is like, is that necessary? And I bet you Toxic's looking to give him another one. All this does is give Toxic a minute to breathe. It's trying to get Chris Turner back up, give him a chance to breathe. I think Toxic at this point has made the decision, because every time he's gone back to that corner, Chris Turner hasn't been there.
No.
That Toxic's going to do this on his own.
Yeah, I think so. But how much does Toxic have in the tank? I mean, he's going against two guys.
He can't.
And really, three if you if you mention Brian Blitz, who's been involved in this match. Toxic just spit at Blitz.
Won't be the first person to ever spit at Blitz.
Yeah, working on that
Toxic.
left shoulder of Shooter.
And Toxic is doing the best thing he could possibly do. Just put on a wear down move on Shooter McGee.
Oof.
Oh, he might have broke his arm.
Oh,
Wait.
no, look at this over here. Oh, Anderson already going at Turner.
Anderson just put all of his weight and trucked right through Chris Turner, who again is down on the mat.
And he banged his head on the hard floor.
Excuse me, you're right. He's not on the mat.
Yeah.
He's out here on this hard floor.
That's another head injury, though, for Turner. He hit it before on the guardrail when Blitz pushed him, and then Anderson came, and his head bounced right off the floor.
Toxic is trying to maintain this match, and right at the moment, he's got Shooter McGee well in hand. And again, right back to a wrestle, going right for the eyes. It looks like he's ripping out of the nose.
Like you said, Craig, Toxic will bend the rules a little bit. He's not afraid of breaking the rules, but he's still outnumbered right now, and I just...
And he's yelling right at Blitz. He's yelling right at Blitz. Did you see it?
Oh!
Look, that's that anger and aggression coming out of Toxic.
Yep.
Toxic is doing everything he can to keep that adrenaline up, to keep that energy up.
Yes.
Shooter McGee, and he has not let Shooter McGee tag out of this match and continues to put the boots or ripping at him, shredding at him. And that's all Toxic can do. He's trying to give Chris Turner a chance to get back into this one more time. Turner, as we can see here on the steps, Toxic.
At least he's back on his feet now. He was laid on the
He
floor
might
for
be
a while.
bleeding out of the back of his head, and not a smart move by Toxic. He threw him right into Daniel Anderson.
Anderson's about 100% now. He's well rested, and
he looks like Shooter. I don't know if this is the smartest thing in the world. Daniel Anderson wants to do a test of strength at
Yeah,
this
I don't
point
know.
with Toxic. We've seen this before. Toxic has.
oh, right
And
hand.
Toxic, again, none of these men. Wow, what a body slam by Toxic. None of these men, none of them are above bending a rule or two.
Toxic looks fresh. He's been in there a long time. Turner's finally in the corner now, though, and up on the ropes.
Oh, and I'll tell you now, Toxic's not fresh. Toxic is just working off of whatever adrenaline he's got left in the tank. I don't think he can put away either of these men. While Daniel Anderson in no man's land. Not very often we see him go up to the top rope.
Anderson landed hard on the mat.
Toxic's gonna put that
Toxic's-
elbow right through him. This could be it.
Yes, this could be. Toxic's going for a
Toxic's going for
finish
it all
here.
here. Swanton! Chris Turner jumped off
no.
the apron, holding his head. Toxic reaching, trying to get over to that corner.
Shooter McGee's not going to let that happen. He's going to pull him back to the middle of the ring.
Yeah, but Daniel Anderson very quick to tag out. Toxic just
Neck
measured.
breaker. Ouch.
That needed the guy, and you could hear it just took all the wind out of this crowd.
Toxic is still fighting.
Again, Chris Turner is back on his feet.
Yes.
But even if he tags in, there's nothing in that tank. Nothing there. It's almost, I mean, both of these men are just fighting on principle and adrenaline at best. You know, at some point, you're going to have to say the Diamond Exchange has won this fight.
Yeah.
They may not won the war, but they won this fight.
And like you said, Craig, the strategy they've been using, the experience, working together,
Yeah.
I think that's just kind of taking its toll on Turner. And
Two guys don't
Toxic.
just come together and knock off the longtime tag team champion. It doesn't. It's not going to happen.
yeah,
You know, this was just strategized.
Yeah.
This was research. Brian Blitz is the encyclopedia
And he's-
of wrestling.
he's got another.
And again, he's over here to taunt. And Chris Turner not paying attention to what's happening.
Turner kicks Blitz.
He's kicking Brian Blitz away.
But Blitz is still
Toxic's behind him.
I'm not sure if Toxic was looking
Oh.
for a tag.
Turner's got Blitz.
Got him by the neck.
Toxic's yelling at him. What are you doing?
Toxic's trying to get the count. Oh! Shooter McGee, and he did that to Toxic.
Brian Blitz suckered Chris Turner right out of that corner, and that might have been the only opportunity Toxic was going to have left to tag.
Toxic's hurt.
And again, Brian Blitz pays dividends for the Diamond Exchange.
Like you said, that's that strategy, and then McGee basically just took out Toxic's leg there in the knee area. Toxic's still moving though, but looks a little bit more. Ooh!
He put that boot right through Anderson's chin, but really, what's left? Toxic is back on his feet. He's trying to get that adrenaline, and Chris Turner just tagged himself in.
I don't know if Toxic liked that.
I don't know if he liked it, but he may have needed it.
Yes, he did.
Turner, set him up for the rocket drop.
Got it.
He got it, but Chris Turner's in no position to pin him.
He's still hurt from that previous head injury earlier.
Saw him on his head. Where's the referee?
Oh, the referee Blitz is distracting the ref again, and
where's
Anderson.
Toxic going?
Toxic's getting ready to jump off the ropes. Oh! He landed on Turner.
He landed on Chris Turner. Toxic turned.
Oh no! What is this?
What?
He just put Shooter McGee right there, and another.
Wow. Toxic.
And the Diamond Exchange wins again.
Chris Turner had no. That was coming.
Unbelievable.
Toxic fought through this entire match. I don't even know what to say.
Turner's out. Yeah, I'm speechless. I can't believe it.
Brian Blitz may have just pulled off a coup here in CCW.
They just kicked Turner right out of the ring. Toxic is still in the ring with the Diamond Exchange. I wonder what this is about. I guess. I don't know. I mean, Toxic was upset with Chris Turner when he tagged himself in. He didn't look happy.
Here's the thing. Can Toxic really be that mad? Toxic fought this entire fight. Every time he turned around to get tagged in.
Look what we got here. Oh, boy. Do we have a new member of the Diamond Exchange? I guess it's official now.
Toxic joined the Diamond Exchange.
Wow.
Again.
Especially after last.
Money will make you do some awful
unbelievable.
CCW.
Now you have 4 members in the ring, and
if I said it before, I've said it 1,000 times. The Diamond Exchange is only getting stronger.
These guys are not playing around.
And look at Toxic. Toxic's making the sign that he took the money.
It's unfortunate for Rock and Roll Chris Turner. It's unfortunate for Toxic's fans, but what is this about? Who is this?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Everybody, welcome
It's
back.
Sir
a
Ian
very
Shire.
close personal
Wow.
family member,
Holy.
Ian Shire.
You gotta be kidding.
And like Brian Blitz said, the Diamond Exchange is only getting better.
Look at
And
Anderson.
they've got a lot of strength in numbers, too.
Sir Ian Shire is in the Diamond Exchange. Toxic. And they control the Tag Team Championship.
And what else are they going to try to control? I mean, what is their next move? With all these people, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Still the Tag Team Champions, but what does the future hold? What does the future hold?
Wow, that's a little disrespectful for this time.
Yeah. Oh boy. It's getting a little heated out here.
This is about to be a riot out here.
Yeah, this is not good. And they got the strength in numbers right now. Chris Turner not happy. He's over there very disappointed. We knew him and Toxic were not a seasoned tag team, but we thought they had the same vision and that was getting rid of the Diamond Exchange. But looks like Toxic had other plans.
This was a hit.
Yeah.
This was a calculated hit by Toxic and the Diamond Exchange.
It was.
To learn all about the matches that we have scheduled for the event, simply keep following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, try to check into our website, ccwrestling.biz, for even further details. For everyone here at CCW, I'm Donnie Harris Jr. We'll see you at ringside.